The first thing you're going to need is 4 Y branches like this here. You're going to need 2 different types of Y branches, but I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a little while on that. Remember that whenever you cut these down, that you want to get it as high as up to your knee at least, plus a foot. That extra foot's going to be used for burying in the ground, so you want to remember that. Remember, you can always take more off, but you can't add to it whenever you're cutting these things down. Alright guys, whenever you cut these down, you want to remember that you're going to want to cut far enough below the Y that you're going to want to be using. You're going to want to cut low enough on it so that the Y comes up to your knee at least, plus a foot. So you're going to want to cut it here, but you're also going to want to add a foot. And that's just for burying it into the ground. You're going to want to dig 4 holes far enough apart, but you're going to want to dig these holes about a foot deep. That way it's going to hold nice and firm. If you're lucky, you can actually make stakes out of these and hammer them into the ground, but this ground is so rocky I can't do that. So we're just going to have to use our shovel here to do it. Alright guys, after you've got your holes dug, you just want to take your Y branches and make sure that they go a good foot into the ground. This one's pretty close to it, so we're going to go ahead and cover this back up with dirt. Alright guys, after you got your Y branches into the ground, you're just going to want to take another branch and just put it on your Ys. Do the same thing on the other side, then just kind of cut to where you need it. Right, as you can see, this is what we got so far. We got our right side here and our left side right there. It's starting to look like it's the frame of a bench. Let me give you a better look at it. There's one side, here's the other side. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find just a couple of, long enough saplings that's going to fit across as your seat, where you can use a solid piece of wood, just cut it in half and just kind of use it as a slab, use that as your seat. But we're going to go ahead and start working on that. We're going to work on our seat, and then we're going to start working on the backing to our bench. Here's the seat so far. It's looking pretty good. Just using saplings to do this, guys. And I used a piece of a tree. I think it's a piece of cedar that somebody just left out here. It's just kind of a straight slab. So I mean, I'm going to use that. So why not? That makes my job a lot easier. I was hoping to find a couple more of them, because if I could, then that'd be the perfect bench. But I mean, these saplings are going to work great too. After you've gotten your saplings and things together for your back frame, you're just going to want to lash these, and you can just kind of do however lashing you want to do. but just make sure it's on there good and snug. Here's a better look at some of those lashings. It's not bad. Works pretty good. This isn't really a survival thing. If you're looking for like a survival chair, this is something that's going to take you quite a while to make. It took me about 4 hours to make it, but it's kind of a cool little camp comfort type of chair. Takes a while, but it's worth it in my opinion. But hit the like button, subscribe, leave any comments, and as always, keep your blade sharp and your mind sharper. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.